welcome to another stream, and today with some general space news. So let me know in the comments where you are watching from, guys. Also, make sure to smash that like button. This is always appreciated if you're doing this. This is always helping the stream, the channel, and everything, and giving me some motivation to do those daily streams. And also follow me on Instagram if you haven't yet. Wolf of Dubai Danny. The content continues over there. Now, before we diving in, there's also the link to the X10 Masterclass with thanks 50. This is the discount code until the end of this week, because people ask me to extend it because they have like still the salary to come through, so they want to purchase the course. There's a stock online micro course, and there's also lifetime Discord access where we discuss everything, guys, where I'm posting my strategies, what I'm doing in the market, what's happening in the market in my personal view, and so on and so forth. Now, with that said, let's dive directly in, because it's a disaster, according to Elon Musk. Because Elon Musk says that not only he spent his time over Thanksgiving into the factory of SpaceX to produce the Raptor engines, or solve problems with the Raptor engines. As you know, the Starship is the next big project of SpaceX, is the huge rocket that is powered by, I think, 39 Raptor units, and it's a huge project, and therefore need the attention of Elon Musk. And there is actually lots of discussion what's going on behind the scenes, because the main guy of this department was fired a couple of weeks ago, and now Elon Musk comes out and say, this is our to go. We need to have Starship running by next year, at least twice, or sorry, every 2 weeks, one launch, and otherwise SpaceX, and I'll hold your horses, is maybe going bankrupt otherwise. And if you're thinking, wow, this is a $100 billion company going bankrupt, raising money like that, I think there's two things to it. Obviously, there's the clear realism that Elon Musk shows. And second, I think there's also a little bit to scare the people, to animate them, maybe. I don't know. But, when people always told me, oh, look where SpaceX is, look where Blue Origin is, what about Virgin Galactic? And guys, you can see here, if they don't work out this problem, it's over for SpaceX. Okay, so here you can see how important this is. And now let's dive into the article. But before we diving into that, I want to say something which is basically the core of this message, the core of the stream. Space is super hard. That's why just a couple of billionaires are really trying to do something in this field. And other than that, it's really, really, really hard. So don't underestimate that. And let me know in the comments what you think about that. Let's dive in. So the article was launched and I found it on CNBC. And by the way, I'm the biggest Elon Musk fan. So he will do everything to rescue this company if it's really having a risk of bankruptcy here. But however, so Elon Musk described a dire situation with SpaceX development of Raptor rocket engines the day after Thanksgiving in a company-wide email. The Raptor production crisis is much worse than it seemed a few weeks ago. Raptor engines power the company's Starship rocket, which Musk adding the SpaceX faces genuine risk of bankruptcy if we cannot achieve a Starship flight rate of at least once every 2 weeks per next year. Elon Musk is angry with the lack of progress as SpaceX made in developing this Raptor engine that power its Starship rocket. He describes a dire situation the day after Thanksgiving. The Raptor production crisis is much more than expected. Starship is this massive next generation rocket. As you might remember, This is it. It exploded a couple of times, but this was part of the plan, part of the execution. And guys, by the way, let me know in the comments where you're watching from. We have Poland, we have Ohio, we have Mexico, we have Denmark, our member Jesper Hansen as well. Thank you very much for tuning in. And then you have that a little bit more about the significance of the departure of former Vice President of Propulsions. SpaceX did not immediately respond to CNBC request. Now, yeah, this is by the way the Raptor engine, and apparently it's a disaster, as you can see here, described by Elon Musk. We need all hands on deck to recover from what is quite frankly a disaster, Musk wrote. The billionaire founder has repeatedly described production as the most difficult part of the creating SpaceX Mammoth rocket. The company has steadily built up its Starship production and testing facility in Boca Chica, Texas, with multiple prototypes in work simultaneously. Okay, so this is what he's saying in general. Yeah, so other than that, I'm just thinking here's, a little bit about the Starlink project, the internet project. They're having 1,700 Starlink satellites so far, but it's still a financially weak setup, and that's why they want to send much more out there. V2 is strong, but for that they need to have the Starship, and that's why all falls hand in hand with those production of this Raptor engines. And I don't know really what the problem could be. I think like supply chain problem mixed with some kind of production problems, similar like when they went into the scaling of the propulsion systems, in SpaceX. Maybe they face some really important ways where they are having 1 second. So I think that what is important here is the scaling of the production, and maybe they are running into similar product problems. When they scaled the Model 3, this is not the Model 3, but this is the Tesla model. They run into production problems because production is very hard, as Elon Musk said many times. So is it good or bad for Virgin Galactic? I think in general, it's not nice seeing other space companies not successful. This is my personal view, okay? However, you should always, keep in mind that space is super hard, guys, okay? Don't underestimate space. I think, space is one of the hardest industries out there, and it's very hyped, yes, but I think it's something that should be hyped much more, actually, because I think a lot of people don't understand how critical it is for us to be multiplanetary. And all the companies out there, Rocket Lab, Virgin Galactic, SpaceX, Blue Origin, all should succeed. Please succeed to make us humans interplanetary and having a lot of fun and gains on the way there. So that was basically the take on that. Let me know in the comments what you think. I have also here some people from Indiana, US, Idaho, US, and love all that you are following the space news in general. Hope you have a fantastic day. By the way, a quick look into the market while we are here. As you can see, Virgin Galactic is I think down today as well. Yeah, 3%. The Love is down 6% almost, or 5%. The S&P 500 recovers a little bit, but still down. Tesla is neutral. Yeah, there was a couple of reasons for the S&P going down. There is news about the C version, the new version, that in South Africa there is 400% increase of positives week over week, which is a little bit concerning. But now came more and more people come out and say, hey, if you get it, then you know, then basically it's not that bad. It's like a mild version, okay? So which is good news, right? Yeah, so that combined, and plus obviously Jerome Powell in the session today, he said like you know, he want to taper a little bit earlier and more or whatever, you know, in December, and this just brought the market down, because the market say, wait a second, you know, we have all of this going on and they still want to go ahead with the tempering and discussing faster temper and so on. Either he thinks that this is, you know, temporary pain, or he makes a big mistake, or he just believes that nothing can really you know, bring the economy really down so far, and that's why he want to make this monetary step to really make sure to not too long have the open printer machine and so on. So it's definitely super interesting. It stays interesting every single day. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you tomorrow. Thank you very much and have a fantastic day.